think the Chinese outbound investments have soared in recent years. Overall, the activities levels are very high, and I think my sense is will continue to be high for quite some time to come. And there are a number of reasons behind it. Number one is the Chinese companies are upgrading themselves, and they need new technology, they need new market share. Second reason is they do have the cash that many countries do not have to support such outbound activities. Number three, and the domestic competition is just very tough, and they need to seek newer greener field to survive.
The other aspect of this is that the Chinese government, as part of its policy, they want to see more and more Chinese companies become international. So there has been a strong government policy incentive for Chinese companies to make more investment outside China.
And I think the challenge is as follows. And I think number one, they are probably less prepared than they think they are. And I think let's not forget, only about 5 to 10 years ago, they were still struggling. Many of them were still struggling to compete not only internationally but domestically, and many of them were poorly managed. So it's only recently I think they have improved, but their knowledge of the outside world is still less than what they will need to make successful acquisitions. Number one. Number two, I think the recipient countries and the companies also, I think, less comfortable having Chinese investors or Chinese money coming into their territory than they would like, or the Chinese would like.
For state-owned companies, typically they are very big, and then they have the internal process they have to go through whenever they deal with major investment outside China. And then the challenge for them is how they're going to work with the counterpart, the sellers, in terms of educating the seller that they have to go through the process, and they are good buyers, but on the other hand, they just have to get government approval, dealing with some internal issues. So it's really an educational work on both sides.
If I were to advise a Western company dealing with the Chinese who want to make an investment, either in themselves or in their home country, or in the foreign country, I would say they have to start with a sense of trust, a trust of the good intention of the Chinese companies will have in making the investment. Yes.
Yeah, I think be sensitive to the cultural issues, and then also mutual respect. I think those are very important elements whenever they deal with the counterpart from China. I think it's important that they engage either advisors, financial advisors, legal advisors, who can understand the issues dealing with the two systems. And then with a good advisors, for them, they will be able to shorten the learning curve, and also just will be in a better position to deal with the Chinese counterpart, especially big state-owned companies, in a more efficient way.
I think the Chinese outbound investment will continue because they are part of the world economy, and they want to be part of the economy, and the rest of the world cannot deal with the rest of the world without having China being part of the game. So, which means the investment, the interaction will continue. What we will not probably see is going to be there forever is this rushing into the new market and this ferocious speed and the amount, the magnitude that we see today.